Are we on?
Hello, everybody.
Good evening. Welcome to Recovery Warrior Talk. Just want to say thanks for tuning in. We one of our friends were supposed to come on tonight. Something came up, so he had to reschedule, and it's no biggie. He kind of lives about an hour from here, and so I know he's watching, and it's all good, bro.
Yeah.
You'll be on. We're gonna wait. We're gonna wait. Just wanted to say thanks for tuning in, and before we get going, I just wanted to give a moment of silence for the people that are still struggling out there, that are still fighting this battle, and so yeah, let's give a moment of silence for that. All right, thank you. Just a few announcements before we get started. I wanted to, if Jimmy Hallam's watching, you're coming over next week. No, you'll be here. You'll be sitting right here, buddy. No, just wanted to shout out to our friends across the river there, Santee Sioux Nation, Jimmy Hallam. He runs an EPs down there, and if you're looking for a sweat, that's the man to see. Everybody knows Jimmy, so you could get a hold of him.
I think we should make a point to go down and check it out this time.
Yeah. I'll get a hold of him and, go from there.
Yeah.
I just wanted also that I wanted to congratulate Brenda Jayton Kokesh for becoming one of the Wagner council members. Congratulations on your win, Brenda. And if I could have voted up here, I'm not a resident of Wagner, I would have voted for you. So congratulations, Brenda. I know you'll do good for the community, and just thank you for everything you do. Also, wanted to talk about Dana Sanderson 605 Unity Jam that's coming up here in July. I know it's only a couple months, but it
comes fast.
Yeah. And Dana is always looking for some help to volunteer. So if you're interested, get a hold of Dana Sanderson, and it'll be good. Also that I want to thank the Lighthouse. That's a given every time.
Yes.
For letting us do this here, and even for the people that come on and talk about their journey and where else to leave it right here,
Yes.
in the church, So I want to thank you. Thank you, Lighthouse. Thank you for Scott Aldrich for letting us do this here. And also want to thank Derek Marks Media for the awesome equipment and
The sound guy.
and for hooking us up for on YouTube. We're also on YouTube. Just punch in Recovery Warrior Talk. And also on the 15th of every month, Derek has started a show for Recovery Warrior Family.
Oh, no.
First
Monday.
I'm sorry, the first Monday of every month. The 15th is the men's group. So that's also put that down on your calendar there.
Yep, just in a few days there will be men's group, and that
Yep.
will be, I believe, at 7.
Yep.
7 in the evening here at Lighthouse.
Yep. And Derek will be running that, and it's all good. It's all good, and a lot of things going good in our community. And this is I wanted to express this. This is just this ain't just a native thing. It's everybody's. The Wagner
Yes.
community, Lake Andes, Dante, Greenwood, Pickstown. It's all of ours. So we're all in this together, and we're all affected by addiction. Whether you're not or you are, you're living amongst people.
Right.
That are having some issues. So it's we're all in it together. So I wanted to express that, and also I wanted to shout out to the people that had to live with us, during our
Amen.
during our this isn't just about us, it's about you too. And you guys are the real warriors. So I want to shout out to everybody that stuck with us,
Right.
that
That doesn't give up on
yeah,
the addict
yes,
and
yes.
fights through and doesn't give up that sliver of hope, because I know some days were tough.
Yes, yes. And so I wanted to thank you for that. And tonight is going to be kind of different. We're going to do some Q&As.
We're gonna sing.
We're going to sing real quick. First,
we're gonna kick something
first
out.
Zena's going to sing, and then I'll join in. And
I've been practicing.
Yeah.
I've been practicing.
yes, we just need a request. Anything.
Yeah, put in
Oh.
your requests in the comments, and these guys will be doing duets tonight.
Mhm. Yeah. There's some friends I have. They're out of state. One's in Kansas. She's got over 100 days now. More than 100 days. So I just wanted to shout out to her that proud of her, proud of
Yes.
the I got a friend that's going there. I got a few friends there. They're back on the the good road, and they're doing
Yes.
good, man.
Yes.
So I wanted to shout out to them, and they know who they are. Also, if you have any if you need any work done, me and my buddy have a little thing going here. It's called J&L Handyman Plum Works. You can get a hold of me. Plumbing, remodeling.
Guaranteed
Oh yeah,
satisfaction.
we do a good job.
job.
So
Good job.
just get a hold of us if you need any. It's me and Jordan Tuttle. Real good guy, good carpenter, plumber. So we're kind of got a few jobs lined up, but we're always willing to take more, to keep busy. And
Yes.
so yeah, just but yeah, thanks for tuning in. And I'm gonna let Zena talk here for a little bit.
Well,
tell
thank you.
us about the meetings.
Oh, yes. So, Chunkutecha, I run an NA meeting Mondays at 2:00 every Monday. And Tuesdays at like 7, there is Inipi as well. Thursdays are going to be the Lighthouse here, or the NA at the Lighthouse here. And then Fridays are these. And just want to encourage people, you can come in as audience and and sit in with us too. That's fine. Also there is
Karaoke tonight.
there is an AA. I know we had a reach out. There was somebody asking about some AA, and it's on a Saturday. It's a women's AA group, and it's here in Wagner.
Is it just women?
It's just women.
Nice.
It's just women, and it's right across. I don't know the address, and I don't know the woman's name. I'm sorry, but it's right across from First Dakota Bank. Oh no, not First Dakota. What's the one right here on this highway?
The credit union?
No, not this one. The highway this way. First Dakota.
First Dakota?
Oh no. Yes. First Dakota, right across from there. I'm sorry, guys. Geez, just had us all screwed up. I don't remember the name. Yeah, they have it in their home, and if Scott Aldrich knows, and
Yeah.
if you need any, he'll get the details for you. I'm sorry, I was just somebody brought that up last night, and I didn't want to miss out on letting the community know it's a women's AA group and that's Saturday at I want to
7?
say 10
Oh, it's in the morning.
a.m.
Yeah.
I believe.
Yeah.
Saturday 10 a.m.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah. I wish I had my phone. I'd message that real quick. But and what else do we have in the community? Let's see here. Seems like there was something else.
I want to shout out to Amy Doom too for just everything she does.
Amen.
Yeah, she real good woman. She prayed with me, this week, and she's always praying for us.
Oh, always praying. She
Always.
stays praying.
Oh man, she's so thank you, Amy. Just want to big pidama for that.
Yes.
Always I appreciate it. And
She's literally an angel.
she is.
She's an angel.
Oh, for real, for real.
Hey, Communities That Care. I don't know if you've visited with Connie Kaufman.
Yes, I did.
Communities That Care. That's a great resource. Communities That Care. I think they also have a website and a Facebook page.
She gave me the cards literally like 3 days ago, and I have them in my.
Oh, good. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a resource. They basically a lot of these things that Zena and Leon are telling you folks, Communities That Care, all those are on there. Like a lot of those things, a lot of community events or community resources on ways that good things can be done. And so if you guys online have some things that that are good, please reach out to Connie Kaufman. She works at Wagner Community Hospital. I think she's the director of Communities That Care.
Yeah. Yep.
Cool.
Yeah. She's working with the youth right now. I mean, she's got something going on with the youth, teenagers. We all know that, it's a tough age. So, yeah, I literally just talked to her like 3 days ago, and, it was a good talk, and she gave me the cards, and, so yeah, Connie Kaufman.
Right.
So,
Yeah. Just hearing all of the events that go on in the community to help people it's just so helpful, because we always think like we're alone and there's no help. And
yeah.
really, we got to stay connected and stay together.
Yep. What
There
else?
is help. I was just thinking, Joe Marie. I know I signed up for something they have going on, Joe Marie and Janelle,
They have.
for families.
I was gonna say they have it. Is it the family art night? Is it? They used
There
to do
is family art night. It's like a beading class. There's one in each location. So Wagner, Marty Lake. The days don't change. It's always like I have the flyer in my office. I'm gonna have to contact with Joe Marie.
I'm gonna go to it right now for you guys.
Okay.
You'll be able to see.
So there was 2 different things as well. I know there was a family addictions and trauma.
Arts for Ina. They were doing the Arts for Ina is coming up, but it did get rescheduled because I guess one of their members was sick. But
Yes. And their locations stay the same. So there's one in Wagner, Marty, and Lake Andes, and the times always stay the same. They just ask that you kind of call ahead. It's for children, I believe, and they help make just different things. I mean, beading, and just give the kids something positive to do. So can give her a call. And she was at the tour grant, Joe Marie Garcia. Okay.
She does a lot with the youth,
Yes.
real good program there.
I think while we're mentioning that, it's good to also youth group, while we're talking about kids, youth group Wednesday nights here at the Lighthouse Church. So any youth that are interested, there's a few different people that run that. I don't know who Scott would be the contact for that.
Scott needs to sit in. Scott.
Yeah, where you at, Scott? We need some announcements.
Scott, you need to get over here right
now. But no, they do have a youth group here at Lighthouse Church on Wednesday nights.
Yeah.
They also feed the kids and everything. So
yeah.
Also, we have a NAAA prayer group on Thursdays at 7. If you're ever in town, now we're on the state. Like when you type in for NAAA, the Lighthouse.
Really?
Yeah.
We made the map, huh?
Yeah.
Nice.
I'm pretty sure that's what I was told.
I'll have to look it up, because I know I looked it up before and it was just surrounding areas.
Yeah. So it's here at the Lighthouse at 7:00. We do the NAAA, and then at the end we do the prayer group, and it's pretty powerful.
It is. It's really
nice.
nice.
That's what I need, this is what helps me get through, the week, church. And then by Thursday, then I need a little upper booster, and that kicks it in till church again,
Yeah.
and then Friday here. So yeah. But
yeah.
Anyway, it's it's good.
It's so good. It's healthy.
Yeah.
So just to let you guys know, those of you watching today, we're just gonna do it a little bit different. We want questions from the audience. I know that you and you guys have all heard Leon and I talk many times, and I'm sure we have many stories that we could go over, experiences, but tonight we want to kind of give it to you guys, and you guys can ask us, or you can ask anything, with us, and we'll just answer you the best we can. I know Derek's watching the media there, the feed for us, but if you're interested in anything or something, if you're going through something, you can share that. You don't really have to give a name. We can just do straight up question and we'll answer it the best we can.
Yep. Just sobriety is good. It's cool. It's a good life, and I just got my friend, she don't mind if I say anything, so she's got 7 months in, right on, Nicole. Proud of you, and
Where's our button?
yeah,
I need our button over
there you
here.
go. There you go.
Oh,
Wrong one. Yeah, there you go. I like that.
I do.
I
too.
like
I
that.
love it. Oh,
Yeah.
I always have to give Derek the cue, so I'm gonna need
Yeah.
that button right here.
Nicole was on our show before, and I've known Nicole since I was in 9th grade, man, and she's come a long way. So just want to encourage her to keep going, and
Amen.
yeah, she's a good mom, and just proud of her, man. So yeah, Pidama, Nicole, keep going.
I know I wish there was so many people. Next time somebody gives me their sobriety date, I'm going to keep a list and ask them if I can announce it and congratulate it
Yeah,
on Fridays, just because they need inspiration. They need,
it is. It's a big deal, man.
it's
When
huge.
just like we come up from a long way, man.
I know.
And I love wearing this sweater. I'm
Yeah,
a 2%er, man.
we're rocking the gear tonight. I
Yeah.
am too.
I'm a 2%er, and this year I got 14 years in, and yeah, there you go.
There's
Hit
a button. The
hit
button.
the-
I need that button.
Hit the button. There you go, man. Yeah, so and I can remember it like it was yesterday, and a lot of things happened during my youth, and the church saved me. Uh, God showed me another way. God showed me patience, and it's a good life, man.
Amen.
And I don't want to go back to that. And I know if I keep coming here to church and my meetings, I won't.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's good. So
All of these events that go on of support, they're just like little plugins to maintain that sobriety, because at some point, and I want to I want to give a shout out to Nick Dion. I spoke with him, had a conversation with him.
Nick,
Hi Nick. Hi Nick. And he made me realize something, or something that just dawned on me. But it was we can't do this alone. And when we're in addiction, of course, we're going through, like, we may be going through treatment or jail or something. Maybe we may be forced
Yeah.
to. And so we kind of have to go through those ropes. And in the beginning of our sobriety, we think that it's just us doing it. Like, I did it for, I'm doing it, And Nick mentioned something, and he said, you're going to run out of your strength. And it just clicked so well with me, because last December, for my New Year's resolution, I knew that I just needed something that was more fitting, but I felt incomplete. And there was just something that told me to go to church. I mean, there was just something, and I was like, I never did that before, so I'll just try that, and a lot of real good positive things have happened since then, since December. And but Nick made it make sense to me. Is I do believe that December is when I ran out of my own strength to carry me that long. And you gotta get your faith. I mean, you gotta find something to believe in, your higher power, whatever that may be, and take off from there. So kudos, man. And I think, reaching out, having multiple people to talk to. I mean, whether Leon and I, or Kim, or Scott, or Derek, or, whatever, whoever, Jordan. I mean, we all rely on each other, and so everybody would be more than happy to give advice. So I'm just so thankful everybody Because I don't remember this so much help before.
Yeah, I never had this when I was, in my recovery. I didn't, or even when I was using, and there was no meetings. I think Wagner had one meeting, and it was on a Monday. Other than that, you were on your
I
own.
remember
Man.
the ones in the 4-H, and I think they still have those. Matter
Yeah.
of fact, AA at
Yeah.
the 4-H building.
Yep.
I remember meeting you, Leon. Or
Yeah.
not meeting you, but you remember when you used to host them? At what's the church just north of South Housing?
Oh yeah. The Episcopal or the
Presbyterian
Yeah.
church over there. And I remember, you remember when we had that and Greg
Yeah.
whipped up them, he whipped up fajitas that
Yeah.
night for us.
Yeah.
And I'll
Wow.
never forget that. Yeah.
Greg
it
Z.
was,
Zephyr?
yeah,
Yeah.
Greg Z
I
whipped
know
up.
he's so good at cooking.
Yeah, he whipped up food for us that night. I went there just to support,
Yeah.
that was, geez, what, 7 years ago?
8
8 years ago.
yeah.
That was
Yeah.
that was a long time ago. And I
Yeah.
remember me and Leon, and I'm like, dude, hey, I'm not a user, man, but my
Yeah.
brother is, and I'm here to support. And
Right.
I scored some fajitas out
Yeah.
of it. So shout out Greg, shout out Greg Z.
Where you
for
at,
those.
Greg Z?
Yeah.
Thank you,
We
man.
want some fajitas, man. Bring us some fajitas, dude.
You're cooking next week, bro.
But no,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
Leon was doing it back then, and I remember it was hard at that time because I
Yeah.
think it was hard finding a facility
Yeah.
on a regular basis to do it.
Yep.
But you were doing it back
Oh.
then, man.
Yeah.
You were doing it back then. And I pray, and I will say this, I pray for some of those people. I remember some of those people at that meeting.
Oh, yeah.
And some of them have slidden back. So you always,
Yep.
you're constantly praying for those, especially as a family member, as a
Yeah.
relative, things like
Right.
that.
Yep. Yeah, and I before we keep going, I just wanted to say if you're coming through and you get hungry, stop at Nick's place at Boom's Restaurant, Highway 46. It's right off the highway.
I ate there today. at
Did you?
lunch. Oh,
What was the special?
I didn't get to even go that far.
Oh.
I just went barely.
Their Taco Tuesday, I live and die by
Yeah.
Taco Tuesday at
I'm not going to
Booms.
tell you all
So-
what I all ate,
Yeah.
but it was good.
Yeah. Nick owns Booms, and he runs a real good restaurant there. Good food, good
Yeah.
company, and
Good atmosphere.
good
It's
atmosphere.
just
So if you're hungry there and you wanted to stop in, that would be the place to be.
Super Boom was on point.
Yeah, I got a Jimmy. It's on my page, buddy.
I want some questions,
Yeah,
guys.
I got a question right
We're
here.
waiting. Yeah.
No,
we're-
no, I'm just talking. I'm just talking to people. in
I got a
general.
question right here. This is give us guys some good questions for the show. What do you say to people after they relapse? What are the most common pitfalls or contributing factors you've seen that led people back into the process of relapse? I'm no counselor, but what do you say to this is what I'd say to people that, had a slip. I've slipped before, it took me 3 treatments, and I don't want to get into the whole thing, but it got worse every time I did, and I never understood why until I talked to Scott. He, a demon comes every time, and when he leaves, he brings back more. So you get worse every time. And now I know why I was so rugged, man, on the 3rd time, but you gotta get back up there, man. You gotta get back up. You gotta, all that guilt, all that shame, that's just what comes with it. And you gotta pray hard, man,
Yeah.
because that's what will keep you down, the not forgiving yourself. I don't know how much more to say it,
Right.
it's you got to forgive yourself to move on.
Right.
You're not going to be any good for anybody if you're not good for yourself first, so I think I kind of understood that a little bit. Are contributing factors you've seen that led people back into the process of relapse?
What are contributing factors?
Oh yeah.
One, I know that's like so when people, because I have family members that are being released from prisons and went into like you know transitional places, and then they just release them because that environment for prison life is so huge that they just, they do so much, and then, like, they got to filter through and then kick them back into their environments. But I know that putting them back into those hostile environments is number one, and I don't know, it's just not being able to get out. I mean, I guess if I lived in a particular place where drugs was outside my door, when I went out my front door, when I went out my back door, I just try not to pay attention to it. But if I was really vulnerable, having a bad day, there's where I would slip. Like I'd be like, oh man, one of these days, it would just it's tough. You really got to be aware of your surroundings, the people, places, and things that are around you, and there is strength in front and within everybody. I don't really condemn anybody that relapses, because it happens. And I know I said this more than once, but there's only one person that I know that hasn't relapsed, and her name is Kim Shambo. And I pray for her all the time, because that's amazing. But it just goes to show that it can be done, my people. It can. And but I don't, everybody relapses, and
Yeah.
you just get back up on your feet. Don't get weighed down by that guilt and that shame, and fight harder. And I don't know. I don't really get to after them.
Yeah. No, it's I've noticed something around here since the eclipse. People are kind of,
Superpowers?
yeah, man. Something's going on. But you got to stay strong, man, because anything can trigger somebody, especially
Yeah.
in our disease that we have. All it takes is one word, man, to let somebody to take another road, man.
It's even movies. Like, you can't watch somebody using. You can't watch those types
Yeah.
of movies with needles in them, or
Yeah, for real.
those. And it's in music. Like, you can't be listening to the same music that you used to party with. You just can't, because it's triggering.
Did we are we ordering any shirts?
We didn't, but we need to.
Yeah.
We were talking about that last one about ordering merchandise, like
Yeah.
different things. We need some sponsors.
There you go. We need
We
some
need some
sponsors,
We
man.
need some shirts,
We need some
different little
sweaters.
things.
One of my friends from she's in Phoenix. She wanted a sweater and some shirts, and she's been sober.
Asking.
Yeah, she's been sober for a while now, so clean and sober. She told me, I can't remember how long she's got in. I know it's over a year, maybe 2.
Wow. Yeah.
But we're gonna get them, Buffy.
Yeah, we are.
So gonna have to hold on there. I got your address and stuff. So, there was another question too. Oh yeah, from I got a friend, Tiffany. She's from Canada. She's from one of the reserves up there, and she's been on the news up there. She's even did you meet her before?
I'm not sure.
But she's going to be coming on the show here. We're just trying to figure out she's almost a nurse now, or she is a nurse. She has a story. If you ever want to look it up, just punch in Tiffany Newby Vermette. And up in Canada, they call it the reserve, not a reservation. So, I mean, that's what they call them up there, and she's doing real good things up there.
Nice.
There's one sponsor.
We can reach out to her.
Okay.
If she's interested in doing that. We'll get to you, Jeanette. And we'll definitely make sure you're on the top of our list. She's been asking weekly for shirts, and so we'll make sure once we get some gear in that you're not forgotten. So we got you. Yeah. I would like to share what Brenda Jatan, you gave her a shout out or congratulations today. She had a really great comment. She said, I want to thank you folks for what you're bringing to our community. Your words are very encouraging and empowering. Thank you for your efforts in making our community a better place.
Amen.
Thank you, Brenda.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
Yeah, and congratulations. I know you're gonna do great on there, and I'm so glad Wagner's got somebody to represent, someone like you. So thank you. Zena, that one's for you.
Mm-mm. Okay. So, what kinds of coping strategies are you currently using besides prayer to fight addiction triggers? And do you ever have to renew old coping skills with new ones after, or have you ever had to? Strategies to fight addiction triggers. Um, oh, when I was okay, so I kind of have two phases of for me was before God. Because I was just doing, sobering up on my own and I didn't know who God was then. And so when I would get triggered in that time, I would just oh, those were scary. I would just run the other way, not physically, but like I would just try to stay away from it if it were, family or if it were friends, whatever it was. It's very hard to, but I would just try to stay away and just to not take that first drug. Um I don't know, man. It's you just have to get, like completely get yourself away from it. I literally like now when I could be driving down the road and I'll get something, and it just I'm so glad because every day, every trigger, you gain strength for beating that one, if that makes sense. Like the more triggers that you get and the more that because I promise you, it ain't gonna last more than if we're any addicts out there listening, and it ain't gonna last longer than 5 minutes, maybe 3 minutes tops. And it's just something that you need to get through right there. And like I'll be driving down the road and I'll get triggered by a thought or even a song or even a scent would take me back or something would take me back into this whole nother place. And I would just, and then boom, it would just hit me. And some days, if I'm having a bad day, it intensifies that bad, where almost pushes me to give up, puts these thoughts in my head. It's real. The devil is very good. He's very, even that addiction, it's so cunning and blinding that it can come at you that way. And so you just fight through that, man. Like I literally I have to bear down and be like, Zena, like I like have to talk to myself and like you deserve this, man. Your kids are so happy. Zena, you're doing good. Don't, like I have to talk to myself like that. I'm not even kidding. And then when I found when God saved me, when he never gave up on me. I literally like now today, I just like out loud, I'll say, Lord, be with me. Lord, help me. And he has, I mean, and he has, but it's just finding there's true strength inside of you and just fight back, like fight hard. And a lot of times I would, before God, I had to put myself in front of my kids. Like if I was being triggered or if I was really itching to go drink and use, I would just go find my kids and say, let's go to the park or let's go for a walk or and by the time I got back, it blew over. And I had made good memories, good things with my children that felt wholesome. It just felt I would even take the dog for a walk or go spend time with an elder or, something, do something voluntarily good like that. And I'm telling you, it'll just wipe away those things that I know that's kind of easier said than done. But if you can do during a trigger, like right in smack dab in the middle of a trigger or something triggering you, do something free willing, like just out of kindness, and it'll help. It'll chase that trigger away. Like it's just and if you have God, you already won. Like you're a winner. So and it'll get better.
Can you sing for us then?
Yes, or you can call us anytime too, and we'll come help you. Pick a song, somebody. I want
There
to
you go.
sing.
There you go. Thank you for tuning in.
Yes, thank you for that question. And then yes, you do have to change your coping.
Yes.
It's almost like evolving, or the more that you go into sobriety, you do have to switch it up. You do have to be mindful. It's kind of like levels of addiction, levels of care, if you want to say, or some how to go and talk with somebody, share with somebody, you know, because you don't want to go too far or too little, you know. But Leon and I are very familiar with full blown like week of sobriety. I remember that.
Yeah.
Woo.
Yep.
Woof. Like, you know, the first month and stuff like that. Like those were some tough times, you know. So you do have to switch it up. You do have to find better coping. Like now we evolved into church and Bible studies, if I can make those, you know,
Yep.
just different things that you
Yeah,
need.
that's what works for me too. I you know, some some people are traditional in the ways. I read the verses, you know, and that helps me through the day.
Right.
You know, I try to I think First Samuel, I read First Samuel 11 and 11 through 14, I think, and it was about God's timing,
Oh yeah.
you know, and that really helps me. You know, when I read that one, it was you know, we can have all the anxiety we want, all the, you know, tenseness, and it don't matter because we're on his time, man, you know.
Mhm.
And when he says it's time, you know. It's so it's and it works for me, you know. That's what
Right.
works for me, you know. It's everybody's different. um that's what helps me, you know.
Yep.
The verses, the word. And you know, when I read that the other day, I think that was yesterday I read that. It was it was relaxing, you know, because no matter no matter how tense we are, how an anxiety comes in, you know, it's not to him, you know.
Mm-mm.
We're already in the book, we're already on the plan. And that helps me knowing that, you know,
Right.
that I'm already written, you know.
Right.
And it doesn't matter if I'm freaking out down here or you know,
Seems like the worst day ever.
yeah,
It really
running in
isn't.
circles, or you know, that helps me because I know
Right.
he's already written it,
Yeah.
you know. So
You already
yeah,
have a promise to look
yeah,
forward to.
yep.
Yep.
And I kind of wanted to share something too. Last Saturday, you know, people that are friends with me, you
Yeah.
know, I had to go to Menards. I got a bunch of stuff. When, you know, we came back, we was working, and I
Sorry.
I had to finish this. I was building a doghouse, man, and I stepped off my
I was just gonna ask you to
oh
share that
man, I
story.
stepped off my porch, and I twisted my ankle. I thought I broke it. You know, I literally thought I broke it. I was laying on the ground. My daughter she come back, and she thought I was messing around, you know, and I was like, I can't get up, man. And so she helped me up, and you know, I still got a limp today, but it's better. And it was towards the evening, and I had to slow down, man. I had to stop, and you know, that was enough for the day because
Right.
I still get like that. You know, I still once I start going, I got to keep going,
Into
man.
overdrive
Yeah,
until
you know,
it's
and I'm going, and it's okay to relax, man.
it
It's
is.
okay to you know, say, hey, that's enough, you know, for today. And you know, I wasn't getting stressed out. I mean, well, maybe I was a little bit. I had to get that done. I wanted to,
Yeah.
because I told my friend, I was like, you know, I'll have it done by Saturday, Sunday. Then it went into
So then you
Monday.
just push yourself to those
Oh
limits,
man,
you
you know,
know?
and so I was in Mitchell for like 3 hours getting stuff done. Me and my partner there, and I was like, I got to get home. I got to do this, man. And it was windy. I think it was like 50-mile-an-hour
That didn't
winds.
help either.
No, man, these
Just
sheets
through
are like
balance.
were flying all over, man. And I was getting frustrated, not to the point where I was using, but it had me after I hurt my ankle. You know,
Had you cursing?
yeah. Oh yeah, I was cursing on there. Um, and it I started thinking, you know, that's how people you know, get angry,
Yep.
relapse.
There's where relapses are right
Yeah,
there.
you know, and
By
I stopped, you know, and I was like, slow down, man. Slow down, dude. You know, you're always going. You keep going. You don't. And people
no
tell me,
breaks,
yeah,
man. Little
people,
to no
yeah,
breaks.
and they're like, you know, you got to stop. My daughters, you know, they're like, come on, Dad, you got to slow down, man. So I did.
Someone's got to shut the lights
Yeah,
off
man.
on
So
you.
I did. I stopped and I was like, it's okay, man. It's all right. You just take a break, quit for a couple days, and then you can get right back on it, man. So I did, and my ankle's still, I got a sleeve on it now. It's
Pretty good bruised.
oh, I had a wicked bruise, man.
Really
I thought
good
it was broke,
bruise.
but it's all good. And just stuff like that, if don't stress yourself out, because I mean, we learn stuff every day, and
Everything that we do on a daily basis is a learning experience.
yeah,
It really is.
and then my sobriety, it's every day I learn something. Like
Amen.
when Zena come in, uh, I've learned something every day from Zena, her and just the other people that I encounter, that are
Every
going
day.
that
Yeah.
are going through their stuff, and I get something from them every time. And hopefully people get something from me, man.
Oh, you know what?
I do.
Yes.
So it's that's how it works. So that's how this program works.
Sharing
And
that mutual feeling
yeah.
is truly a blessing.
Yep. And that's how we stay
Right.
stay on top of stuff, man. And you can't, some people it's like second to second. You gotta,
Same. Yep.
that they're fighting,
Yeah.
and you gotta stay aware, you gotta stay on top, just like Zena said, the devil works hard, and he'll work through people. And I've seen it. I've seen, like the other night we were talking and somebody said, it seems like whenever you quit using, that's when people start coming up and offering.
Yeah.
You
Throwing free dope at
yeah.
you now.
And people that never ever used to,
Are doing it,
that are giving
Then they
it to you.
got some.
Yeah, they're
Somehow.
trying to give it to you, for
Yeah.
free. And
Yeah.
and I was like, well, I remember when I first sobered up and got clean, I had a few friends, had some bets. They were like, I'll give them like a
Oh,
month,
yeah.
a week.
Making bets on
Yeah,
us. I remember
and
that.
that even made me stronger, man. So
Yeah.
but that's how it works, man. Some people, like I said, are second to second, and you got to have people like in your group, that you
Amen.
can call, that you can count on,
Right.
So yeah, I just kind of wanted to share that.
Yeah. That's just something I wanted to share as well too. I know I was talking with Leon one day, and I was talking about, some people's recovery or sobriety. And I said, Leon, they're just like newborn babies, because it's so cool to watch somebody else kind of go through and blossom and bloom in their sobriety. And so anyhow, I just want to encourage those of you who are new to like sobering up and stuff, that your key and the most promising thing that you can do is find your support. And by doing that, reaching out, coming to meetings. And if you're really not ready for meetings, you can reach out, you can come to these types of things, sit in, you don't always have to talk, it's not as scary as it seems, but I just ask and encourage people to be stronger than your excuses. If you can remember that, you just be stronger than your excuses and things will get better.
Somebody, what do you guys think the hardest part of long-term sobriety? What do you guys think is the hardest part? The hardest part of long-term sobriety? I guess I really don't understand the question.
The hardest part of long-term. So that's like the way that I take it is like that day that I called you, Leon, and I literally was like, Leon, who am I fooling? This, and I was just having that bad day. And I was just, I was crying. I was in my driveway, just one tackle after another. I think there was about 4 different events that were going on that was caving in on me.
Yeah.
And I remember sitting in my driveway and I called Leon before I went into my kids because I did not want to go in and mistreat my kids. And I did not want to talk to them in a foul way. And I did not want to be mean, but I knew I had to sit in my car for like 45 minutes on the phone with Leon crying. And I was doubting myself. And I was literally, who am I fooling, Leon? And I'm not this person. Everybody, like
Yeah.
just kind of, and he listened, and I think it took a little bit, but I had support, and Leon gave me the good feedback. He did not feed into my demeanor, and it was awesome. And I think like within like that 30 minutes, I was just like, I got to get into my kids, Leon. I got to
Yeah.
go cook supper. And why did I say that? Lord, forgive me. But yeah, if you can find that support, I think that's what, in the long term, what's the hardest thing. But
Oh,
those types of days when we're just kind of defeated in more than
Yeah.
one way, but you can
mine,
still conquer it.
yeah, mine, now I know what you mean. For me, I don't even know how to put this, man. Maybe like what Zena said, we're out here trying to do our thing, trying to help, give back. And, for me, it's, if somebody says something to me, man,
Mhm. Well, I mean, it could be anything.
anything,
It catches
and
us on the wrong mood.
yes, for real. And, in my past,
It's almost like we're completely walking on eggshells all the time.
in my
because of that.
past, I was probably more known for, no, you ain't gonna say that to me, man.
Yep.
I'm
Me too.
gonna,
You're like, what did you just say?
yeah, something's gonna happen, man, but,
No questions asked.
yeah, that's just the way I was when I was using, and, that's not me anymore. So that took me a lot of years,
Letting
man.
things go.
Oh, especially if somebody said something to me
Yep.
during these years, and it's happened, somebody, just might say the wrong thing to me. And I've had that happen a couple times, man. And,
Right.
I don't throw down anymore.
Uh-uh.
I walk away. So that, I guess that would be the hardest thing for me, probably because I grew up different, and,
Yeah.
I mean, it was bad, fighting I was in jail many times for fighting, and don't get me wrong, I got knocked down too, so that was the hardest thing for me, I guess. And still, I pray about it today, because somebody's always going to say something,
Mm-hmm.
and I just walk away now,
Yeah.
and pride will get you, man. I've
Yep.
learned that pride will get you in trouble,
It will.
so
In those moments, you really
yeah.
do have to call somebody who truly does care about you. You call
Yeah.
somebody that supports you, that can help you out of those situations. Because you're still, you're just right
Yeah.
at that peak where it's like
Yeah.
you're so mad that this just happened, even though you know
Yeah.
better.
Yeah.
You know better not to react, and you're just right at that.
Yep. So I can walk away.
Yeah, we can.
I can walk away. I'll
And it
run
feels
away,
so
man.
good too. It
Yeah.
feels so good to be free and not give in
Yeah.
to our past.
Yeah.
Because
That's how
we
I
know
feel,
ourselves.
giving into the,
Yeah. Because that's not us anymore. Those are those old ways.
I'd
and
really feel
we have
defeated
to
if
keep
that,
that.
if that happened, if I reacted,
Feel guilty. Like
I'd feel
we
like they,
almost just threw away.
yeah, I'd feel like it won,
Yeah.
so yeah.
Yep.
Yep.
Gaining power through each one of those triggers and all of that is just
Yeah, that was my partner that asked that question. So,
the
I
one that's
just,
supposed to be here.
yeah, man, where you
Where-
at, Jordan?
I'm just kidding.
But I wanted to shout out to him too, man. He's doing good, and I'm very thankful for my work buddy, man. He's a good guy, and it's going good. It's going good, and just one day at a time, man.
Amen.
So
We had a question online from Melissa. She actually asked it earlier when you were kind of explaining about needing to slow down and just breathe a little bit. I think her question was, is it like results of meth that kind of make you keep going, like
That
just
drive.
going like that?
No, I don't. I was always I always stayed busy.
I think like the question would be like, do you stay completely active to
Oh,
not get bored and fall into like, or is that even like is that like you stay busy because it's something like like an after effect from
no, it's probably
like on
because
the go?
I'm always you know, like we got these jobs, you know, I've had jobs in the past, and I'm always giving somebody a time,
A
you know.
deadline.
Yeah,
or
like
a-
I'll have this done by
Yeah.
then, you
and
know,
you
and
stick to it. I'm
you know,
really
and I'm
impressed.
like, I'll have it done by then, but you know, it's then that time comes and it's getting closer to that time, and I got these other things going, and I'm like starting to rush, and that's when I need to step back and, you know, just sit down and say, you know, it's okay.
Right.
Might be a day late, but you'll get it, you know,
Yeah.
and so yeah, I guess that's what happens to me, you know.
On a part on probably 50% of that question, I have to stay busy. I got to keep myself busy. I cannot just get bored or not have a plan or, you know, for a day's time with money in my pocket, you know, or weekend. I can't get bored. You really got to stay focused. You got to have some goals, you know, stuff like that to just keep going.
Zena's always on the move though. You know, she's got a crew, full-time job, runs meetings. You know, I'm always calling her Wonder Woman and Xena Warrior, man, because she does a lot, man.
Got a tribe.
Oh,
I got
yeah,
7 children, 8
yeah,
with one that I adopted.
yep. So she's always on the go, man. You know, and I'm always telling her you need to slow down,
And I'm trying to
Xena.
tell him, no, you need to slow down.
So, but you know, that's who we are, you know. So
It feels so good to give back, though.
yeah,
I mean, we're not overdoing ourselves because we know when the pump breaks, but
yeah,
you know, but
yeah.
we got to stay busy, got to stay focused. And the key thing for anybody's recovery is support, you know. So if you can find somebody that you're comfortable with, you know, keep tabs on that and just keep moving forward that way. I was going to ask you to share your experience when you delivered the doghouse.
Oh, yeah. I went out to, well,
After the doghouse was done and you went to
yeah,
deliver.
I took it out there. I took it out to Julian Red Buffaloes and Allison, his wife's. And when I pulled in, oh man, it was you know, I told her too. I said, you know, Allison, when I took it out there, and her family was getting ready for sweat, you know, and man, it felt good.
It was just a peaceful feeling.
Oh man, they were getting the wood cut, and I know Nolan, you know, and good kid, man. I've known Nolan, good people, Michelle, Angie,
Yes.
Tony, real good people, Black Moons, and we took it out there, and it was a good feeling.
Yes.
I don't know, I haven't sweated in years, man, a long time, years, but we unloaded it, and I was talking to I don't know which one he was. I know might have been Julian, their son, you know, and I think he's a firefighter. But
Mhm.
you know, I was telling him, man.
I'm trying to remember his name.
Yeah,
too,
he's a
but-
tall
yeah.
kid, man. But they were getting the wood ready, and
Yeah, it does start with a D.
does it?
No, not Dylan.
I don't know, but they
It does start with a D, but
we unloaded it, and I actually just sat there for a couple minutes, man.
just to embrace that
Yeah,
moment.
and I was Patty was with me, and I was like, man, this feels good out here, man. You know, and they were having sweat that night.
And the boys were getting ready to set up for it,
Yeah.
actually, getting the firewood and
Yeah.
stuff. Yeah.
And even when I left, man, I felt good.
Amen.
I felt good going down the road, and even a couple hours later, you know, and I wrote to her and I was like, you know what? I said, I don't know what was out, the energy. I said, but I still feel it, man. It's good.
Yes.
So yeah, you know, and thinking about going in, you know,
Trying it out again.
yeah,
Yep.
get a hold of Jimmy when I'm ready, you know,
Yep.
in Santee. So
I really want to say thank you to the Julian and his wife, for even for Leon to experience that moment, because
Oh yeah.
it's such a beautiful, healthy moment. And I know
Yeah.
that that was laid in his path for a reason. And for him to embrace something so beautiful, so healthy,
Yeah.
so natural, and just such a peaceful moment, because it is beautiful.
Yeah.
That's what the people need. Also, that type of feeling to continue in sobriety or even find their path. You know, to know, or it's almost like you're on the right path.
Yeah.
But it's like a reassurance thing, and it's a peaceful feeling. And so I was so thankful that Leon got to experience
Yeah.
that day. So I was so happy for
Yeah.
him.
It was a good feeling, man. It was real good. So, what time is it?
It's time
Oh,
to sing.
yeah, it's time to kick one out. Said it. Just wanted to say, we're not sure next week who there's a guest, but there's a couple of them that see which one's coming on. I'm not sure
Yeah.
yet, so
Yeah.
we'll let you know within the week here.
Stay tuned.
Just wanted
Please
to
share.
say thank you for tuning in, and just prayers up for everybody, and if you're using, um, get some help. There's help out here, more help than there ever was, and
Yes.
Zena works at a treatment center. She knows the steps to even start the process of change,
Yes.
um, get a hold of her.
It's not too late. It
It's
is never too late.
never too late.
It is never too late to want better for
Yep.
yourself and take the step,
Yep.
that
And,
one step in the right direction. It's never too late.
like I said, this ain't an Indian thing. It's everything,
Yes.
it's a white thing, black thing, brown, white, yellow, everything. We're all in this together, man. So our communities, we are one, It doesn't matter if you're Indian or white, or,
Yeah.
we got to be there for each other, man. That's how we'll get through this, So just wanted to say thank you, and prayers for everybody, I just kind of wanted to shout out to our tribe, you know, to our tribe, to hopefully everything, we can all work together,
Yes.
I can say that on here because we're in the public's eye now, and uh, I'm not cutting anybody down in there, no one in
No.
our we can all come together, and we can prosper,
Right.
we can get along, we can do it, man. We can do it. That's
can.
my belief, so
That's our power.
yes, we
We can
can.
overcome anything.
Yep.
And unity is a part. It's measurable in all aspects of life. And
Yes. We're all in this together, and we're all the same, man. So prayers for everyone, man.
yes.
Thank you. Idama.